From hotspots to hidden gems and lots of local flavor, it's your guide to LA the unscripted way. And tonight, it's ladies only. Hello and welcome to LA Unscripted. I'm Dana Devin, and we are celebrating the power of women tonight, and there is no better place to do it than the renowned Hotel Figueroa in downtown Los Angeles. Back in 1926, when it first opened, this hotel was the largest commercial space funded for women by women and was considered a safe haven for solo female travelers. Over the years, they've continued their commitment to fierce females and supporting important issues. And now they're going even one step further with the all-new Her Suite.
So Hotel Figueroa was started in 1926. It was the first hotel of its kind that was opened, funded, managed by women for those travelers who couldn't travel without a male chaperone. So the Hotel Figueroa is 268 rooms, and as you can tell, this beautiful building is of Spanish Mediterranean design and heritage. In part of the renovation back in 2018, the owners really wanted to recapture that glory from 1926 when the hotel was first built. The only ground level coffin-shaped pool in downtown LA, as well as, the modern conveniences of three of the best restaurants in downtown LA, from Cafe Fig to Sparrow Italia, and then also to Bar Magnolia.
There are so many cool things here in the Her Suite.
So the Her Suite is all about being happy, empowered, rested. This suite was designed with a lot of local partners, females that have built businesses based upon core principles that they find important to them. So the products inside the room, we have 10 to 12 partnerships from local area businesses. They're all female owned and operated. And so with the purchase of the room at the cost of about $450 a night based upon availability in certain different times of the year, the guest is able to take all of these wonderful products home. These products have a retail value of over $700.
This comes free with the room. Free. You walk out. You're not even stealing like you think you are. You just walk out with it.
We really wanted to put together the pillars of our hotel, being female founded, female funded.
First things first, let's light a candle. I think it actually not only conditions your scalp, but makes your hair grow faster because of all those vitamins and minerals. It's amazing. And can we just talk about these amazing sheets by Parachute? And we've got these eco-friendly toothpaste tablets. Put that on your legs and you look like Beyonce in concert. So you gotta try this gin pump in Whimsy.
It really does give them a voice and a place and a purpose that they're being recognized by all of these guests that come in from all over the world, as well as downtown Los Angeles.
I still can't believe you get to keep all these products. So here's some. I'm gonna put my juices in here. I'm gonna put my gin in here. And I'm leaving with all these products. I'm not supposed to take the robe, but I'm taking that anyway. They'll figure that out later. Cheers. More fierce females coming at you now in the form of a gray zebra. That's the new East Hollywood hotspot serving vegan food so good, meat eaters won't skip a beat. That's beet, B-E-E-T. Get it? Get it? Okay, never mind. Here's Jasmine.
We want you to come in here and enjoy what you're eating and escape from the world, not think about anything else, and feel a part of our community. My name is Nabia Basatia, and I'm the owner of the Gray Zebra. So the Gray Zebra comes from the fact that zebras are herbivores, for those that don't know, and they travel in herds, and when they travel, they pick up more zebras along the way, which I find really beautiful. But the reason for gray was because I feel like there's this whole gray area we live our life in. I've been vegan for 5 years. My chef has been vegan for 30 years. And for us, we felt like we wanted to put a place out there where you come in and it's not necessarily in your face that it's all vegan, all plant-based. She's originally from South Africa. I'm Pakistani, so we had this connection of both being from this background that's not your traditional American background, especially when it comes to flavor palettes.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people associate vegan with being either raw and kale, or there's a bunch of really cool places that have come out that are burger concepts, but we are neither. I think the hallmark of our menu is our sandwiches, our burritos, things like our banh mi burger.
There's no jalapenos, okay?
And the fact that we use a lot of local ingredients. So our chicken comes from a guy who started a food truck called The Original Herbivore. It's all locally made, there's no preservatives in it.
I'm gonna make the chicken. And this is our curried chicken sandwich.
Oh my goodness, chef.
People die for our crispy chicken sandwich. And even things like our toasted tuna. It's made of chickpea and hearts of palm, so it's healthy, but it's still super satisfying.
Now it's my turn.
So this is Original Herbivore. It's locally made seitan-based chicken. 100% vegan, absolutely delicious. No one else has it except for us. So you're gonna pop it in the wet mix first, pop it in your dry, give it a little swirl around there. There you go.
You would think I've done this before,
You
but I
sure
have not.
You're a professional, see?
So you've been cooking 30 years.
Yes.
When did your love for food start?
Well, with my mom and my dad. Grew up in South Africa, and we had a vegetable garden, and we had lots of fruit trees. So my mom cooked every single night. I think we went to a restaurant once a year for their wedding anniversary. That was it. So yeah, and we always, you know, my dad would come home, my mom would come home from work, we all got in the kitchen, we all cooked.
And I hear your accent. You don't say zebra, you say...
We say zebra.
For us, part of being inclusive is the fact that we are both really strong women, and it's a woman-owned and, by virtue of chef, a woman-operated business. I stopped my career in banking to raise my kids, and they saw me as their mom, and I think it was really important for me to have my kids also see women in a role of strength and being able to, you know, execute on their own visions, and they're super supportive. On the day of my opening, my middle son, he's 10 years old, he came up to me in the kitchen and he said, "Mama, I'm so proud of you today." I love LA Unscripted. It's creative, and I reached out to your team because I love that you guys are willing to feature small businesses, and especially being a local woman-owned business, I wanted to be featured by LA Unscripted, which is run by a team of super amazing women.
Talk about Wonder Women. And by the way, did you know there are over 13 million women-owned businesses in the United States today? We're making waves closing that gap, especially when you consider women could not check into a hotel, other than this one, without a man back in 1926. That's less than a century ago, you guys. So it's no wonder we have so many fierce females to celebrate tonight, like this one.
Today, I'm channeling my inner Lara Croft and learning some archery.
What's been really remarkable is in the last 10 years, I think archery has had a renaissance, especially in America. As well as we've had some really great Hollywood film productions like, example, Brave, or Tomb Raider had a crossbow and an arrow is very iconic. Even Minecraft with its skeleton archers, huge draw for archery. So we've all benefited from it, and it's gotten so many people in the sport that want to learn. With COVID, archery is one of the safest outdoor sports you can do for social distancing. So a lot of people took it out to be in the fresh air and the sunshine and do something new that was a challenge and also personal reflection that they could really focus on that was positive. When you're first starting out, I would highly recommend please go talk to a coach. A coach like myself will actually set you up with gear that is suitable for your body and your own ability, so you won't be overtaxed. At the end of the day, this is a bit like weightlifting. So we want to make sure you take it slow, you proceed, you build the right muscles. Start with a little bit of a shoulder width apart. And so it's not like, oh, I'm gonna ride a horse now. It's more of like, we're gonna stand up straight and basically have like ballet.
Okay.
When we're holding the bow in our left hand, what we're gonna be doing is the Hunger Games symbol.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
So 3 fingers with your right. If I had an arrow loaded on the bow, it would click on under the brass part.
Okay.
Wrap those fingers under. And what I would do is, as I pulled back, I'm pulling to my smile.
Pull it up.
Yep. Pull back.
Pull it back.
All the way to your
To
smile.
the smile.
Keep going.
There.
Yep.
Oh! That's it. I'm quitting my job.
I think you have a career in archery.
Coming up, more of our fierce females from the Hotel Figueroa in downtown LA. We'll be right back. Welcome back to LA Unscripted from the Hotel Figueroa in downtown Los Angeles, a place known as a paradise of feminine energy. I'm Dana Devin, and going off script means getting to know the places and people that make Southern California so special. Since 1926, when they first opened their doors to women only, the Hotel Figueroa has remained tethered to the women's movement. Now, with the addition of the Her Suite, it's the perfect place for this next fierce female to check in. How did you get started doing this?
The Global Angel Wings Project began in 2012 in the streets of LA. I did start with the City of Angels intentionally because it's called the City of Angels, and I just felt an urgency to act on that idea and vision and make them human-sized so that people could become part of the art and be reminded of their higher natures. They became popular very quickly through social media and Instagram, which I did not even have. It's great to see all the different ideas people have in front of the wings. The internet propelled it to become international right away. And then I just did the World Trade Center last month with Spotify on the top floor of World Trade Center 4.
She's gonna let me add my own personal touches to this. I feel like we need some more blue. You know, like KTLA blue. Oh my God, I feel like such an artist right now. An artiste, I like to say artiste. And do we want the paper to kind of go in the middle?
Yeah, that would be the best.
Okay.
I paint the wings at home and then I adhere them to the surface with varnishes and art gel mediums and transparent paint like glue paint, and they become embedded into the surface. As you can see, this surface has a lot of texture, and so I just finish it and shape it on site and work sometimes on the background.
I'm helping one of the most famous artists in Los Angeles with one of my most famous artistic projects that I've ever seen. I actually remember these wings from when I first moved to LA, and I love the fact that I'm actually working with her right now to help her. I'm getting my wings. Yeah, where's the artist sign? I'm just kidding.
We want to thank Intelligentsia Coffee, smack middle in Hollywood on Cahuenga and Hollywood Boulevard, for giving this wall to make this mural happen.
This is the first photo ever taken in front of the new remarkable set of angel wings. And we'll be right back with much more of our fierce female special from the Hotel Figueroa in downtown Los Angeles. Welcome back to LA Unscripted from the Hotel Figueroa in downtown Los Angeles, an oasis for women since 1926. Hard to believe how far women have come in the last 100 years, and perhaps no one symbolizes that better than this fierce female.
I'm ready to make a mess.
Yes, great. I'm excited. I'm excited for you to make a mess. Just what I needed is a all-vegan cafe and bakery. We started right in the middle of the pandemic in 2020, and now we've expanded from cinnamon rolls and pie to bagel sandwiches, biscuit sandwiches, happy hours. We kind of are like a hub for the community. Our new oven, she's electric. Her name is Cherry. She comes from Texas. We bought her on eBay. We love her. My whole family bakes. We love baking. We're Polish and Mexican and a little Italian, and so just like that as a baking culture is huge. Bread, cinnamon rolls, all that stuff is just already like ingrained in our everyday.
So are some of these family recipes?
Adapted. My grandma loves making like this braided cinnamon bread. It's like less involved, but that's adapted into our cinnamon rolls.
How proud would Grandma be of you now, seeing that you've created this business and you are like continuing on in the tradition of baking in the family?
I mean, she's so proud. She's amazing, and she's so funny because she'll try something and she'll be like, pretty good. I think what a woman of color who's LA native kind of brings to the table is like this unique connection to the people that are coming in, to the people that work here. I think that having women in our kitchen, I feel like it's sort of kismet working alongside a lot of women. It's incredibly fulfilling. It's amazing to see what these women can do. The work ethic is absolutely insane.
Am I even close?
I mean, it looks great. I grew up really close. I grew up in Echo Park, and traditionally this is like where you would go in high school for a warehouse party, or you'd walk the LA River and find old bowling balls. Like, it was just kind of this weird, I don't want to say place for teenagers, but that's kind of how I interpret it. I mean, I'm incredibly grateful. It's insane to see something that was just kind of a shell with dirt, and then you built everything. It's all because of our community who shows up. Everything is vegan. We do Pop-Tarts. A lot of the times our Pop-Tarts reflect what's happening in the world, so either politically or, I don't know, just general feelings we put on Pop-Tarts. And I think that's where we found our community. That's when I knew that, like, oh wow, the people who are following us and interested, and I feel like that was the moment I had some sort of trust. And then I was able to feel like, okay, cool, I can speak about these political things. Alrighty, so you're gonna grab your bottom, and you're going to brush this, and then you're gonna crimp the sides.
We're getting adventurous.
And dip it in.
Oh, my intuition is just to make a mess and then still eat it. Yeah. I think it's getting worse.
Yay!
I think it actually looks good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Oh yeah, sprinkles in the hair. That's it.
Who cares? This is good.
Women-owned and women-run businesses make up 40% of all businesses in America, and they're run by fierce females just like this one.
Hey, I'm Carolyn at Silver Lake Fencing, and Dana, I dare you to a duel. We started teaching fencing in Silver Lake in 2014, so it offered kids in this neighborhood an opportunity to learn how to sword fight as a part of their exercise, and has a lot of benefits like agility, coordination, and just a great after-school activity. The sport of fencing, United States Fencing Association, has definitely grown in popularity. I started when I was around in the 7th grade, and there was a YMCA camp over the summer, and I just watched The Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan fencing in it, and I was like, hey, I could do that too. I just loved it, and it was very empowering, and I just couldn't get enough of it.
Here?
Yep, Terry, so you can go straight.
Are you seeing more women and more girls taking fencing now than before?
Yes, I think me being a woman coach and a woman self-owned fencing business, I've definitely been able to empower a lot more girls to take fencing here. Put both arms in like a straight jacket. Fencing is a great workout because you're stretching out your body, you're working on your form.
So like that, and then
3,
woo!
2, 1. Data, I think you're ready for a duel.
I'm ready?
I think you're ready. So I'm bringing in one of my finest students. Are you ready?
No.
My name is Hunter Molden. I'm 11 years old, and I'm learning how to fence at Silver Lake Fencing. I like the footwork and stabbing people with my fake sword.
A woman should be two things: who and what she wants. Coco Chanel may have said it, and this fierce female is doing it.
I remember waking up in the hospital and looking down and realizing like, oh my gosh, my arm is gone. But I also realized I could have died. And so I chose to be thankful through that time. Aloha, I'm Bethany Hamilton. Grew up with two parents who were passionate surfers. I adopted a love for riding waves and challenging myself out in the ocean at a really young age. And it was in 2003, at age 13, I went to the national finals. Then it was that fall that I lost my arm to a shark. After I lost my arm, I didn't know if I would be able to surf immediately, but I was really more fearful of losing surfing than of sharks. And fast forward now, I'm a mother of 3. I've done a lot in surf, and just sharing my story turned something that seems so awful into something really beautiful, and encourage many people to overcome their challenges and get back on their board and to just make the most of what we have in life. That kind of led us to eventually start our foundation, which we specifically focus on retreats for women with limb difference and helping them switch their mindset to believe that they can, live life to the fullest and adapt and make the most of their situation and push through and find our reason to live each day is so important.
We hope you loved all of our fierce females as much as we do, and a special thank you to the Hotel Figueroa, continuing to stand up for women and speak out for progress. We love you guys. We'll see you next time. Good night. Mwah.